Heartbreaking for a man to know. Rejection's hard though, Devon, you know, sweetheart. Like, I'll be real with you. You know, when you've gone through rejection in your life, mate.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what happens when you go through rejection in your life? You sit in your house and you really build a platform based off not your face, and you swallow. You get an inflated ego based off of what you build on a platform, and you believe that everybody's jealous of you. That's what happens when. I'm not naming names or anything.
Hungry guy, you keep saying Knight Rider. You do know Captain Zack made that thing up, you know, and he admitted to it on fucking G Cruise Live. You plank. You're madness. You are. You're absolutely madness.
Anyway, is there anything else that we wanna? Because we had a slanging match, so I'd rather just have the conversation. We're just staying away from each other now, or what?
Yeah, obviously, I got kind of shared your live. You know, I didn't know what was going on. You know, and
no, rightfully so. It was about you, so
yeah,
it wasn't about you.
You know, people can run with whatever narratives they want. That is cool. Like, it doesn't affect me because I know that I'll go to sleep at night, head on the pillow, wake up, and I've done no wrong. So, well, I wouldn't have done no wrong.
Listen, like at the end of the day, if you know the truth, like as I do about certain things in life, then it shouldn't really bother you.
No,
regardless of how many times people say it, it will never.
No, it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
There we go.
I'm free to go from this hellhole now, Devon, because you know I'm getting abused.
Oh, sorry. Is it and there are not enough orange hearts in green hearts in the chat feed?
Oh, orange hearts, guys! You heard it here first. There you go. Devon is cult.
I am the unaccepted member of the cult.
Exactly.
But I just think that, yeah, maybe muzzle your dogs or advise them not to leave me alone, innit?
Well, you said majority of my followers are women, so you're calling women dogs here, Devon. Let's use the deflection here.
Can do if you want to. You are the king of the
deflection. Wow, that's very harsh that you think that I should put muzzle on females. That is a bit cringe, to be honest with you, Devon, you know.
Indeed.
You know, Devon, I'm the master of deflection. You know this.
You are. And hey, the maddest thing is, you talk about how straight up you are.
I am straight up, Devon. I am massively straight up. You asked me a question, I'll give you an honest answer. I have today. You asked me, do I believe you was in that server? I said no.
I actually used to believe that you were like a straight up sensible person, right? I didn't need to be your mate or anything like that. I always put respect on your name. But seeing the way that you move and how sneaky you are.
Oh, I'm not sneaky, Devon, in the slightest, mate. I'm not sneaky at all. I do everything on the app, and I see things on the app. That's why nothing ever comes out about me off the app. Obviously, the situation recently, but you know, it is what it is.
But why do when people have a problem with you, that it has to be done in the DMs?
What you mean? I'll go in anyone's box and have it out with anyone. You know this. I don't get about this DM scenario. Why? I'll go into anyone's box and have any argument with anyone. I don't give a shit about people on this app. You know, I wouldn't spend time with people. A lot of the time, people on this app.
Well, you said it yourself. If anyone has a problem with anything that you've got to say, send it in a DM and it will be all.
No, if you've got anything to say to me, say it in the DMs. You know what I mean? There's a big difference. You know, like obviously, if there's an issue that's been done on the app, we'll have it out on the app. But if I've ever said anything that's offended anyone, reach out to me in the inbox, you know what I mean? That's a personal thing between me and an individual. Remember, if offence is only an individual thing, isn't it? If not everyone's going to take offence to a joke that I'll say, but if you personally have been offended, reach out to me and I'll apologise to you in your inbox, simple as. You're struggling here, Devon, ain't you, mate? I can see you sweating.
Can you? I'll go on camera because I'm not insecure. 1 second. I'm perfectly good to come on camera.
Sweet,
I don't sweat, baby.
Get the screenshots ready.
Hold on. I don't want to.
I might make you a character, Devon. I might make you a character. Get on that screen now.
I would never want you to make me anything, mate. Probably.
Go on. I suppose if I do make you a character, you make it about race, though, probably, won't you? A white man controlling a black man. That's what it'll probably end up being like, you know. This app's a bit mad.
Oh, you're really gonna put yourself in that bracket? I just so you know. No. I haven't mentioned race.
I just know how this app twists absolutely everything. I've seen it over the last 48 hours. I've seen all the twisting, all the added scenarios. It's fucking crazy.
What's twisted? Do you want to know? Do you want to know why I consider you borderline racist? Probably a racist. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because you know when you say, right, you go, oh, I'm not, yeah. But yet when a black man, came to you and I said, look, I wasn't even coming at you aggressively or anything like that. I said, look, what you're doing is a bit of a piss take.
Yeah.
Rather than take that on board and have the conversation, say that's not my intention, whatever, you got defensive and you got arsy about it, and you were happy for it to turn into a shit show in a circus. Where what you could have done, if you were actually asked, was go, do you know what, fumbled the bag here. And that shows a lack of care or respect for what the community is saying to you. And if there's a lack of care and respect, by definition, it's racism. And I'm not just out here throwing out the word. I didn't even want to go down this lane. You went down this lane. I don't.
Okay, so if I have a lack of respect and not go about the way things that you think I should have, do you class that as racist?
So the way that you say it, yeah.
That's very fucking odd, Devin. I'm going to be honest with you, because that's only you finding something offensive. That is madness, Devin. Because remember, that's an individual thing with you. You can't label someone a racist because of something you don't think have agreed and have not followed how you would do things. Okay. That is madness, Devin. You've absolutely shot yourself in the foot here.
Strong point. But let me tell you this now, Alex, yeah? I watched a couple of videos about how you and Top Girl fell out, yeah?
Yeah.
You were speaking on the Asian community. She said to you, I don't F with those jokes. I've said to you, I don't F with those jokes. A lot of people have turned to you and said, they don't F with those jokes. And they're not saying change your entire personality. People are saying, show some respect and not stop doing it. What you then do is you do it more. That's a sign that you don't care what they're saying. And we're not the only people of color that are telling you this. There's people telling you that what you're doing is wrong, and you continuing to do it and laugh in our face is disrespect, and that is racist. Don't know how to break it to you, bro.
But you to label, the thing is, you can label me whatever you want. The difference between facts and what you think are two different things, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that is the fact. By definition of the word, right? It's not my opinion. That is racist by definition of the word.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's what you would deem, and that's what you would say. But obviously, people of colour
in the dictionary, Alex.
Oh my God!
It's not my definition. It's not my definition to look down on by not listening to them. That's to look down on someone. Yeah, by definition. I'm not defining you it.
Wow, I'm not looking down on anyone. I think everyone's equal, and that's how I see things. Simple as.
And if you felt that way, yeah, when people of colour came to you and said, "Oh, we feel a bit disrespected," you go, "All right, calm."
It's always going to be the way the people deliver things to me. If it's delivered in stuff, in said things like, "Oh, Big Belly Brigham" and all this stuff, blah blah blah, I'm not going to listen to education. I'm sorry, Devon, mate. It ain't going to happen. Why would I ever listen to people that are trying to educate people while throwing out insults?
Can I ask you a question, Alex?
Yeah, of course you can, Devon. Yeah.
Why do you always, right, talk about what other people have done?
Because these are the people that are coming to me, Devon.
She's not a spokesperson, bro.
You're mad. Honestly, honestly, I'm
one of these
individual. We all but practice what you preach in life, Devon. In life. Practice what you preach. Racism as a whole, right? Shouldn't be happening, right? Obviously. It's not selective. You don't pick and choose what who you're going to accept it from and who you're not going to accept it from. Remember that.
Okay, so cool. I'm glad you said that. So who have I accepted racism from?
Oh no, I'm talking as a whole here. This is what I'm saying.
You can't, Alex. You can't.
I can choose to do whatever I want, Devon, mate.
Do you know why do you want me to explain why you can't? Why it's a poor example? Because if 1 million black people say something's racist and one black person says that's not racist, you're saying, oh yeah, that one person, we'll listen to that one person. Everyone is an individual. We're not a fucking hive mind, but en masse. You know what I'm saying? It's what you keep doing is talking to me about things that other people have done. Not once have you come with anything that I have done. You're using Paige as an example. You're using other people as an example. Tell me who I jam with.
I didn't name Page. You named Page. That's what I mean. Wrong guns.
Okay, cool.
There you go. But anyway, Devon, like I said, mate, at the end of the day, you can have your opinion on me and do whatever you need to do. You can fire up these lives, talk about me on a daily thing.
No, I don't care about you.
And I do need cheerleaders, Devon. If we can kind of fit into like a time slot, like I've got Canadian Angie from like early hours in the morning as a cheerleader. If you can probably do midday till 4, I'd really appreciate it. I'm just trying to fit the gap now between like 4 till probably 8 at night. I need a few kind of cheerleaders. Briggy's one in the chat.
I know that it turns you on, that you think everything's about you, and as a narcissist, it's quite arousing for you. Not everything's about you, mate.
Oh, I love it when you talk. I love it when you talk dirty to me, Devon. I love it when you talk dirty to me.
You get called out when you do something wrong. It's as simple as that, and your fragile little ego can take it on. And
my ego's not shattered at all, Devon. My ego's still there, because you know what it is. The people that are criticising me, I know. Behind, listen to me now. The people that are criticising me, that are slagging me off, I know things that they've done off the app, and it's just there festering in the distance. That one day it will all come to light, and all these people that you're all supporting and bigging up across the app, fuck me, it's going to be it's going to be like an eruption, a volcano of all the friendship groups, and I can't wait, because all it's going to show is I'm going to be chilling on my live, and there's just going to be arguments amongst you all, and that's all. I'm happy. So there you go. Crack on.
Do I fall into that? Because what group do I chill with?
Oh wow, you'll see, Devon. You'll see, mate. In the future, Devon. Like I said, everything in darkness, everything in the darkness, Devon, comes to light, my friend.
Don't call me darkness. It's not very nice, is it?
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! You're not going to twist that one now, is it?
Yeah, because I'm being a little cheeky chappy that the people love, like you.
Oh, you can do. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Devon. I appreciate the deflection and the narratives. I love all that, because I do it myself. But this is the problem here, Devon. Now we've come to a stale point here, or a stalemate. Because at the end of the day, you can throw whatever you want towards me. I could do the same to you. We could be here all day, darling. You know what I mean? But this is
but some are true and some are false.
But this different. No, but there's a difference here, Devon.
You've already tried to throw something that wasn't true, and so I'm coming back with something that is true. There's the difference. Someone's a cunt and someone's not. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I apologise for calling you that. Bit pissed off about the fact.
Oh no, you can say what you want about me. I'm not one of them people that cries about things on the internet. So
yeah, no, vice versa. I just think that, I don't know. I think you showed yourself a little bit, with dirty tactics.
Yeah, I know.
I don't do dirty tactics, bro. I'm straight to the point and forward. If you've got a problem with me, say it. We will talk out the problem. But you see all this underhanded, sending your little minions into rooms and fucking false narratives. I'm not about it. I don't rate it at all. Snaky.
Fliss, one speaks actually on kids and one doesn't. Fliss, I don't know where you get that from. That is quite odd, Maybe you should get social service involved with you, love, because no one spoke actually with kids. I don't know where you've got that from. To have that mindset, Felicity, I think you probably should, I think people should make a phone call, because no one spoke actually on kids. So there you go, Felicity. Very dangerous.
A lot of people saying that someone was like, Alex, it's not like you, Devon, and I know what you're referring to, but how do you know? In the same way that you want to view me in a certain way and take what you want from that, right? Do the same for your hero that you're out here banging out for. Do the same for your hero, because you don't know. You don't know what he's up to. That's the point that I'm going to make. Why they're out here fucking backing you like that and insinuating things that I know the truth of.
You don't know the truth of nothing?
I don't know. Oh, you've misunderstood me, sweet cheeks. I'm talking about me and my...
Oh, okay. I thought you was insinuating something else then. I was about to say...
I've got another question.
Okay, far away, Devon, far away.
At what level does somebody have to disrespect you before you don't forgive them?
Do you know what it is? It's a repeat. I can forgive once, maybe twice, I won't be a hypocrite, but what I won't do is I won't keep going over the same thing over and over again, where I think if you've done me wrong a couple of times, I'm not going to allow a third time, I'm not going to be that mug.
Is there not certain levels of disrespect? Because there's a certain level of disrespect that I would never fuck with that person again. How were you able to get past that?
Because I think we're all human. I believe in growth of a human. I think if people change their self and they can grow from what they've done wrong in the past, then I think we can move on.
So you don't have a certain level of a boundary of doing something that's too far.
Yeah, mostly family related, Devin, if I'm going to be real with you. Things that, can't be.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Like, you're not dumb. You know what I'm talking about. I don't need to say it because I can't be asked bringing stuff on. But I don't know how you can maintain that when what was said was said.
In what sense?
In a sense of like, I have a boundary of things that somewhere that you can't go. Yeah, and I'll never chat to you again. And your friendship groups, inverted commas, are constantly doing stuff way past the line of coming back, and you're all coming back, and you get together and you're happy to attack innocent people, by the way, on a regular basis, but you'll sit next to each other who's tried to destroy each other at some point.
But that's just, I think that's the app. Don't you think sometimes on this app where, people get hurt, people get jealous, or, the app, when there's money involved on an app, there's always going to be jealousy. There's always going to be people that are bringing people down. This as well as me.
Fuck that app, Alex. Do you not have like your own moral compass that you go, this is too far?
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's just a given, isn't it?
So I'm telling you that why I don't rate you in that sense is there's a certain level that someone can do to me, and me fucking follow them blindly.
If you said, right, you are straight to the point, and you don't beat around any corners.
I'm being straight to the point, Alex.
Name, Devon. Name names.
I will. Listen, I'll be straight to the point with you, Alex.
Go on, go.
Let me tell you this, yeah? My heart genuinely went out for you when you sat on this app crying, yeah? Been in a very similar, I did it myself. And this isn't me to shame you or anything like that. Certain things hurt. Yeah, certain things hurt when it's not the truth. I backed you during that, by the way. I don't need to do it publicly. I don't need to show off or show out or anything like that. I backed you during it. And you sit with those people and you attack people like me.
Devin, I don't attack you.
That's where I've lost ratings for you, bro.
But Devin, I don't attack you. I don't speak about it. This is where I don't know where you get things from. I don't speak about you, and I don't go for you. I don't mention you. So I don't know why you keep saying I'll go for you. I really don't. Show me a video where I'm going for you, Devin. Show me one. I don't mention you, and this is really strange. If I've mentioned you in brief passing, I maybe have mentioned you, but I don't speak about you. I don't do lives and and ask anyone that's on my platform. I don't speak about you.
That's fine, Alex. But what you could have done, was when a person of color, came to you and said, I feel like you're taking a piss, yeah? I feel like you're disrespectful when you're doing the Bumbleclart thing, yeah? What you could have done is acknowledge that, and none of this would be happening. But your fucking ego doesn't allow you to do it.
Do you know why, Devin? Do you want me to be honest with you? And I'll be straight with you. I lost all fucking respect for you when I was cam 2ing you, and you said, when I was saying Bumbleclart, you said that is how black people talk, and I'm saying to you, are you telling me there's no white people in Jamaica? Because that's patois, and you are telling me, right, that there is no white people, that it's only solely to black people, because that was odd.
No, I don't, Alex, I don't believe that. Of course there are Jamaicans, bro. What I'm saying is, I can tell the difference between someone who uses that as where they've grown up, who they've grown up around, and someone who's taking a piss. And I came to you, yeah, on a level without all the fucking shenanigans and all of that, and you misinterpreted the whole live. You made it go bigger than it needed to be, right? I simply said, I can tell when you're taking a piss. You know that you're taking a piss. You know that you continue to do it after it was on platforms to say, I can do what I want. That's arrogant, bro.
But then you got defamation of character saying, but it's majority black. It doesn't matter if majority black. It wouldn't matter if there was only 2 white people in Jamaica. You can't be saying that stuff like that is black people speech.
No one said that, bro.
You said it on your live, Devon. You said it's a speaking how black people speak. Yeah. It's a black speak. It's a black lingo, whatever you said.
I don't know. I feel like some people on this app take things too literal and they take what they want from it. I'm now saying to you now, here and now, it's not exclusive to black people. I'm not saying it's exclusive to black people. I'm saying, ignore all of that. I'm saying, you're taking a piss. You know you're taking a piss. You know that you're doing it to wind people up.
I would never deny, Devon. I would never deny, right, that I haven't done it to get a bite, but I'm not doing it in a way to cause offence. You're not understanding. I like to nipple because before me and Paigey had had a disagreement and stuff. I used to do it, and she used to laugh at it. This is the difference here, Devon.
Yes.
I am doing it. I do it to have a little nibble, so people have a little clap back and stuff like that. I don't do it to go, oh my god, he's racist to cause offence. That ain't the case at all, Devon. Massive difference.
Okay, and I hear that, but then when it gets to the point where it could just be squashed by you, you could have said all of this at any point, right? At any point, and we wouldn't be arguing and going back and forth.
Yeah, prime example.
You know you're taking a piss.
Prime example. I'm going to give you a prime example here, Devon. Right?
Well,
I went into a live, didn't know what was going on, and obviously I was doing the old, Bumperclot and whatever in a live. Hazel said she didn't find it acceptable, she didn't find it funny, so I stopped it there, and then instantly still continued to stay in the live, but didn't speak like that out of respect because someone said to me, Alex, I don't find it, it shouldn't be saying that now at this given time because what's going on? I didn't know what was going on, didn't say it again. So there's a difference here. You kind of, you learn your room, you learn your surroundings, you know what I mean?
You haven't done that. I'd understand if you've done that. You haven't done that. You stopped briefly and then. Anyway, it doesn't. I don't think that you accept things. I genuinely believe that you're in a space here, your own space, where people are telling you you're right all the time. So it feels like when anybody calls you out about something, because you've got 1,000 people, or let's just pretend that half, because you've got 700 people that agree with you every single day, day in, day out, regardless of what you do. And the same applies to the other creators. You just think you're always fucking right.
No one's always right all the time, Devon.
Yeah, but the only times that you're willing to admit it is about fucking things with your friends. When people of a certain colour are telling you you're taking a piss, you discard that. But yet you'll say that you're wrong about other things. You're so used to people just sucking your ass that when someone calls you out, you take it as a big defence and you fucking think that you can go off on one.
But this is where it becomes this is where everything becomes selective. It's like you all made a song and dance over me calling myself Congolese Alex when you know for a fact what it was about. However, you tried to insinuate that it was done on a something to do with like it was racist. It was racist, right? But then you was all fine and selective calling Courtney Jamaican Courtney.
Right. So good. We're going back to this. So what I'm going to say is this, yeah. If it felt like you were on side, Alex, yeah. That Congolese Alex would be funny. I don't think you understand, right? It's not about liking someone. It's about the reason why they're doing it. And it feels like you do these things as a piss take, right? Other people that do it is a joke with the people in the community. When you do it, it feels like it's a joke at the people of the community, because when the people of the community are telling you we don't have that sense of humor with you, you're saying, oh, well, these white people find it funny. Do you get what I'm saying, Alex? It's not the same.
Yeah, but there's a massive difference. Back then, when that Congolese Alex thinks, I weren't beefing anyone. I had no issue with anyone, David, if you remember. And that's the difference. Back then, I was going for, no one was saying anything.
And you know why nobody called you out? Because nobody had beef with you. It doesn't mean that it wasn't wrong. It was just a case of, we don't need to, people were not cool with that. They just didn't call you out on it because why are we going to beef you for no reason?
The reason why, Devon, and I've said this many, many times, the reason why the Congolese Alex thing come about is because every single fucking day everyone was talking about my genitalia and all that stuff. I never was going, it must be, and I said, it's the biggest in the world, and then I typed in and it was 7.1 inch on average in Congo and that's how that come about. That was even the bio, Devon. 7.1 on average, that was the bio. So there was no racism involved at all. It was me just clapping back at trolls. But yet people want to twist things.
Yeah, nobody's twisted it. Even in that chat. And this is how I know, yeah, you're Cam2ing, but you're not listening. You don't listen to what the people are saying. You just fucking respond, right? The lady said that she felt thingy about it. And you turn around and said, we all feel that way. You do it. It's like anything that Paige does, you attach to me. Torian does, you attach to me. It's something that you creators do, yeah? It's like if one black person does something to you, it's all our opinion. We've all done it. Paige forgives Zach. You've all forgiven Zach. And none of you will leave Pearl alone. No, one woman has decided that she wants to be cool with Zach. Do not attach that to me.
Cool.
Don't attach it to me, bro. Because like Zach came into my room the other day when we had an issue. That I had every single opportunity to be like, oh yeah, Zach, be my team, back me. I didn't. I stood on my thing and I said I don't really fuck with him.
Well, if you say that, you're saying that, and it's simple. 1 minute, I'm just trying to adjust something. 2 seconds. Anyway, yeah. If that's your standpoint, that's your standpoint. I'm not
You
going to
work
say
really quickly with tweezers. Then your ability to move with the tweezers is fast. Sorry, carry on.
Tweezers. Oh, Devon, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me about that, Devon. You know, I think you're the one pruning them eyebrows.
1 second, Petra. You're getting so tired of this BS. At the top right corner of your screen, there's a circle. It has a line for it. It will just. Oh, that might be just for me. But there's a leave live button. You can fuck off now. Sorry, carry on, Alex.
Leave Delusive alone, Alex. She's begged you. Huh? Who's mentioning Delusive Angie? Yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
That is the problem with certain Angie supporters in the lives. No one mentions Angie, and then you all go around saying, stop mentioning Angie, stop mentioning Angie. So I mention Angie then, and you're the problem. You start it.
Anyway, I'm not here to center Angie if it's done. Like,
This is what I mean. This is the problem. Literally, people bring her up, and then I'll say, what's it got to do with Angie? She gets mentioned, then she's like, oh my God, I'm getting mentioned, obsessed. Weird.
Your beef is your beef. But yeah, I will look. Don't know, circles really, innit? I just don't. We don't fuck with each other. It's simple. I don't come into your space since we've had that disagreement.
I'm afraid to go, Devon, from this hellhole now because, you know, I'm getting abused in the comments. You know, it's like I need to be in a room where I've got the power, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny, every time you say it, there's a plethora of green hearts by lonely old women. So I don't know what you're upset about.
So this is what I mean, Devon. Don't you think now you're belittling women now? Don't you think you're degrading women, saying that they don't have their own mind, basically?
Yeah. You can run with that.
No, but that's a fact. That's a fact, isn't it? That's a fact. The way you say you're trying to insinuate that these women all want me and they're all lonely, they're all desperate.
No, nobody wants you.
No, but Devon, that's what you're trying to.
They don't even know you, bro. They've seen you once with your clip-on teeth. Nobody knows you.
Devon, you can throw your shots as much as you want, but just remember, right? No matter what you say about me, Courtney tried to use you to make me jealous, mate, and that's my get out of jail free card. Piss off.
Ah, of course, you bully. So, turn it on your camera. I don't want to dox my fucking yard. Oh. So. Oh, look at them raging in the comments. Look, it's anyone who missed it, the reason that this happened is because of the question that I was asked the other day about the profile picture. Because while we've got people here, I actually want people to see it. Alex has had his say on it. But I was asked if a certain picture was me. Is my Cam Tour still around? Just while we've got the numbers, and then you can all go because I don't want to be accused of trying to want somebody's platform. Except, oh, Grumpy goes up. 1 second, Grump. This is my Ziana. Her name is Kiki. These are my views and not hers. Yeah, and she's not in the Crypt Runner. Also, a big happy birthday to Angel Goddess. All 1,000 of you say it now or get blocked. Kiki?
Yes.
If you could just run the tape. And that's too much leg. Oh, if anybody remembers that profile picture, that's the one that people ask me if I ever had it.
Hello, is that Drew? Yeah, Gav. Hello. My wee Scotsman.
Thank you, Kiki. So, for confirmation, when Millsy asked me a question about that profile picture, it could have been easily squashed because the person who had that profile picture was Alex Brigham. I'll leave it at that because I'm not going to be accused of bullying or anything like that. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just rectifying the question that was asked to me, which was a lot of people were saying that it was my profile picture, and the fact is, it wasn't my profile picture.